evening, everybody. Yeah, it's kind of late, but I figure I'd do a stream right now since I'm not going to the movies this week. And I just got back from my podiatrist appointment, so there's that, so. Just give me a minute. Alright, here. So yeah, let's see. What are we gonna do today? I guess today we could do a couple YouTube videos. Just give me a minute. Ooh, interesting video.
Okay.
Picture. Yeah, I heard she died a couple years ago. Oh, I didn't know. I knew she was P. Diddy's ex-girlfriend, but I didn't realize she was also Al B. Sure's ex-girlfriend too. Oh. Yeah, Kim Porter died pretty young. Sad.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Here I am at Evergreen Memorial Park in Columbus, Georgia, and never quite seen a cemetery with a playground before, and that's really cool because a lot of families come out to cemeteries and bring their kids, little ones. Maybe get a little bored, a little tired. Well, I'm not tired, bored of being at cemeteries. They don't.
Your audio's cutting out a little bit there, Scott.
Grasp where they are, the heaviness of it. So it's really cool. Beautiful pond behind me here. Some sort of, I'm not sure what that is. What kind of bird that is. I'm here at the gravesite of Kim Porter, famous model, actress, entrepreneur. We can talk a little bit about Kim Porter. There's her mother right here, and I'll show you where her funeral was held. So here's her grave right here. And it reads,
Wow, that's gorgeous. What a gorgeous. Oh my god, that's gorgeous.
Kimberly Antoinette Goodwin Porter, December 15th, 1970 to November 15th, 2018. Once upon a time where lived a black goddess, queen, mother, best friend, one of the greatest beings God has ever created. We love you and we miss you forever. Her mother is here beside her, Sarah Lee Porter. March 8th, 1947 to April 24th, 2014. Phenomenal woman she is. Her love is kind. It is that love what makes her so divine. Forever loved, never forgotten, Sarah Lee Porter, Mima. Kim Porter was from Columbus.
Oh wow, she's buried right next to her mom. My god, gorgeous looking graves. That's insane.
Kim Porter. Excuse me. Looks like some sort of vase is falling over. I'm going to pick this up. Put it here so that a lot of trees and branches falling around here. Fresh flowers. I imagine these are here every day probably, or replaced every few days for Kim and her mother. So Kim began modeling as a teenager. She was a debutante. She graduated from Columbus High School, and she moved to Atlanta to further her modeling career. She was in various movies and TV shows like The Brothers, Wicked Wicked Games, Single Ladies, Mama I Want to Sing. She was in a lot of music videos. She worked as a receptionist at Uptown Records. She was hired by the founder, Andre Harrell. She was one of the founders of 3 Brown Girls, which was a lifestyle planning company in Atlanta with 2 college friends. They helped start Janelle Monáe's
Siri. Sorry about that. My friend called me in. I had to make a quick call. Sorry about that. Let's keep going.
Music career. They invited her to an open mic and introduced her to industry contacts. Janelle Monáe said she was forever indebted to Kim Porter. Now, as for her personal life, she had a son with Albie Shore, a singer-songwriter, R&B artist in Quincy. Then, from 1994 to 2007, she had an on and off relationship with Sean P. Diddy Combs. They had a son and twin daughters.
Oh, wow.
And welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head.
Stuff about P. Diddy.
Oh, wow. She had like 4 kids. Yeah.
Right now, he's very under fire, I would say. There's a lot about P. Diddy in the press, and a lot to do with allegations about him, and some allegations. People have a lot of theories about Kim Porter's death. I'm here to show her grave and her funeral, which was held here at Cascade Hills Church, so about 5 miles north of here. I've been there. I'm showing you right now what it looks like. So for her death, she died on November 15, 2018 in Toluca Lake after experiencing flu-like symptoms. Her cause of death was deferred on her death certificate, and an autopsy was completed on November 16th. Then, early in the new year of 2019, I think it was January 25th, the LA County Coroner's Office confirmed that her death was the result of lobar pneumonia. I know that after they separated for the final time, because they had an on and off relationship, her and P. Diddy, Kim and P. Diddy, in 2007, she moved away from the spotlight to devote herself to raising her children in a quieter space. Apparently her last words to Puffy, P. Diddy at least, were, "Puffy, take care of my babies." And when he got the news, he was devastated, but immediately he said he jumped into quote-unquote mummy mode to take care of their kids.
Oh wow, that's sad. She was so young too. Damn.
I believe it was a shot of P. Diddy after the funeral, sitting on that bench there, right by her grave.
Alright, so... Alright, so... Just give me a minute. Alright, so... Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Wait. Ugh, I'm stupid. Ugh. That's right. Actually, you know what? I think I gotta go bathroom. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Oh man. Yeah, so. Sorry about that. Alright. And now we're back on. Alright, so. Basically, the third episode of Team Legacy Original Saga is called The Italian Job. Alright, and, now here's the summary. While on the hunt for one of the missing dimensional stones, Rhonda and her team are tasked with protecting a newborn seagull hatchling from a vicious gang of street rats. Meanwhile, Andrew Donovan embarks on a dangerous and risky mission to find his missing sister, and Jeannie continues to undergo her training under the watchful eyes of Maleficent. Alright, so we're basically at the tail end of 2001. Alright. December 2001, the Buchanan residence, Chelsea, London, England. It has now been 2 months since Rhonda's last adventure, and Rhonda had just recently celebrated her 10th birthday. For this very special occasion, Rhonda's parents had arranged for her to receive her very own Charmander with the assistance of Esther Cervani and Professor Oka of the Kanto region. Rhonda was very ecstatic and thrilled upon receiving her long-awaited gift, and eagerly named her new companion Blaze. Since that very day, Rhonda and Blaze were practically inseparable. It was still very early in the morning as Rhonda's alarm clock rang loudly, and a young male announcer spoke up. Up next, we have Wham's Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Moments later, the song began to play in earnest as Rhonda quickly rolled out of bed, began to dance and prance around enthusiastically with an excited grin. Blaze also woke from his sleep with bleary eyes and began to shake his tail to and fro while bobbing his head rhythmically to the beat of music. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh god. Sorry. Rhonda, hurry, you're gonna miss the school bus. Abigail barked irascibly as she popped her head briefly into the doorway. I'll be right down, Abby, Rhonda hollered. She hopped to the ground, head over to the closet. No time to dilly-dally, Blaze. We better get ready for school, she ordered. Charmander, Blaze nodded as he also vaulted off to bed, and true after Rhonda, she started rummaging into the closet to get some clothes to wear. A little over an hour later, Rhonda and her friends arrived at their school while dressed and bundled up in warm winter clothes. Rhonda was wearing a dark blue coat with a pair of black trousers, a pair of dark blue gloves, a dark blue scarf, a pair of dark blue earmuffs, and a pair of dark black winter boots, while Kate wore a dark green coat with a pair of black trousers, a pair of dark green gloves, a dark green scarf, a pair of dark green earmuffs, and a pair of dark black winter boots. Jasmine, Luther, Shirley, Yuki also wore similar outfits, except that Luther's was black, Jasmine's was purple, Shirley's was white, and Yuki's was gray. Brr, it's really cold out, Rhonda shivered when a grimace while folding her arms closer to her chest. I hate snowy days. You said, Shorty, meow. Talkaka concurred as she was curled up comfortably on Rhonda's shoulders. Blaze also shivered fiercely as the ember on his tail began to fade a bit. Rhonda, maybe you should have Blaze rested his Pokeball for a little while. He must be freezing, Key suggested gently. Yeah, you're right, Key. Rhonda nodding in agreement. As she dug in her pocket and took out a Pokeball for aiming it at Blaze. Blaze, return, she commanded as a large flash of red light materialized out of the Pokeball and enveloped Blaze as Blaze immediately disappeared back into the ball. Then, just as Rhonda slipped the Pokeball back into her pocket, she heard a male voice addressing her. Hello there, gorgeous. Rhonda, her friends, had turned around to see a young Caucasian boy with pale white skin, short, thick, and scruffy dark black hair, a tall, lanky, stocky build, and dark blue-gray eyes. He also wore dark, thick-rimmed glasses and was also dressed in a heavy black coat with a large black fur hat, a pair of black trousers, and a pair of dark black winter boots. What the hell are you doing here? It's Xavier, bugger off, Rhonda snarled, narrowed eyes. Such harsh, vicious words coming from such a pretty little face. Xavier smirked as he sauntered over to Rhonda and leered at her, reaching over to caress her on the face. Get away from her, you ugly creep, Key growled raspably as Rhonda quickly recoiled away from Xavier with a disgusted, repulsed look on her face. I wasn't talking to you, you filthy jewel. And Xavier retorted a condescending sneer as he glared at her evilly. Oh, piss off, Xavier. Jasmine snarled fiercely with narrowed eyes. Luther then balled up his fist tight with his scout. He was about to lunge at Xavier, but Shirley quickly stopped him with a shake of her head. It's not worth it, Luther, she whispered softly. What on earth are you doing wasting your time with those losers, Xavier? Come on, we're gonna be late for class, Jen hollered loudly. As she marched over to Xavier, shot a withering glare in yours. Seriously, are you really gonna spend the whole morning wasting your breath on them? Why don't you kindly piss off Jen? Just leave, why don't you? Xavier snapped, glowering at Jen. She's way out your league at Xavier. Why can't you see that? Jasmine snarled at him. I'll never understand why you're so obsessed with her anyway. She's just a stupid, worthless little. Get inside, everyone, Miss Caldwell announced as she stepped out into the hallway with a stern expression. Class is about to start. She then turned around to shoot a withering cold glare at Jen. I'm not gonna pretend that I did not hear that remark come out of your mouth, Miss D said. Jen scoffed contemptuously with an eye roll as she and the other kids found in the classroom headed inside. Meanwhile, back at Hall Bastion, Jean was in the forest staring at the edge of a lake, while staring at him with a sullen, dour look on her face. She picked a small pebble and flung it into the water as she watched it skip across the surface, leaving ripples behind. Hey, you okay? A male voice asked. And Jeannie turned around to see Riku approaching her. Yeah, Jeannie shrugged. She turned her attention back to the lake. I miss my family. I know, Riku replied sympathetically as he walked over to her, stood next to her, with an expression indecipherable. But you understand how important this is, right? By doing whatever Maleficent tells you to, you're keeping your family out of harm's way. Yeah, Jeannie sighed gently, still staring at the lake. Especially my brothers and sisters. Don't worry, Jeannie. When this is all over, you'll get to go back home and live out your normal life. Riku reassured calmly as he placed a hand on her shoulder. It will be like none of this has ever happened. I sure hope so, Riku, Jeannie mumbled as she picked up another rock and threw it in the lake, watching it skip across the water before disappearing altogether. Justin and the two heard a sharp, piercing cry echoing in the sky as they both looked up to see Diablo circling the air frantically before heading back in the direction of the castle with another prompt cry. That's our cue, let's go, Riku urged her as Jean nodded and the two raced into the castle. A short time later, Jean and Riku arrived back in Hall Bastion as they soon came face to face with Maleficent and a young Japanese girl about their age with short, spiky red hair and bright, shimmering golden yellow eyes. She was also wearing an orange tank top with a pair of blue shorts and a pair of white sneakers. Riku, Jeannie, I'd like you to meet Akio Sato. She'll be joining us today as your fellow apprentice, Maleficent announced. Charmed, Akio greeted them with a coy demure smile as she glanced over Maleficent. I'm looking forward to working with them, madame. Excellent, because today we're going on a science excursion to Italy to ascertain the whereabouts of one-dimensional stones. Sorry. Maleficent explained. We will also be joined by a mutual contact of mine in town, so if I were you, I'd be on my best behavior. Yes, ma'am, Rico bowed respectfully as did Genie and Akio. So, do you have any idea which one-dimensional stones in Italy? Genie asked with a raised eyebrow. We'll soon find out for ourselves, won't we, darling? Maleficent smirked deeply while caressing her scepter gingerly, as she soon glanced over to see Diablo lying on her right shoulder. Time for us to go on yet another exciting adventure, my pet, she said as she let everyone out in the room. Meanwhile, in the IDA conference room, Rhonda and her friends were undergoing an important debriefing from Esther Shervine. Earlier today, we had gone where a possible sign one-dimensional stone somewhere in one of the small coastal towns in Italy. The preliminary intel that we have received thus far seems to indicate may possibly be the Shadow Stone based on satellite readings, but we can't possibly know for sure until we track down its whereabouts. I need you to fly over to Italy, retrieve the stone. Yes, man, Yuki nodded. Now, as you already know, those wristwatch devices that you're wearing will send out an energy signal that will allow the portal network system to open up a portal that will lead you back home. Esther continued. She showed the kids one of the silent wristwatch devices, which looked like a digital compass with a number pad on the bottom of the small rectangular digital screen. All you have to do is put in code and push the enter button on the number pad. Got it, Shirley replied with an affirmative nod. So this wristwatch thing is called Wayfinder, right? Rhonda inquired curiously while holding up the wristwatch device in her hand. Correct, Esther nodded. Now I'll also be tying up some loose ends before you kids head off on your mission. First off, I'll be deciding which Digimon partner will be accompanying you for your entire journey. Rhonda will be accompanied by Agumon, while Jasmine you'll be accompanied by Vmon. Sorry. Luther, you'll be going with Gabuamon, and Kitty, you will also be going with Gatomon. Shirley, you'll be hanging off with Tentomon, and Yuki, you will also be hanging off with Biomon. And before I forget, we'll be having some more people join us today. She then turned around to see a group of children entering the room as they all filed together in a single line approached her. Rhonda immediately recognized one of the boys as Gene's older brother Andrew, who was now about 15 years old. Besides Andrew, there were four boys and there were four girls and two boys, with one of them a little blonde girl with blue eyes, while the other one was an older teen girl with dark black hair and bright blue eyes. The other two girls were identical twins with red hair and freckles, except that one of them had her hair tied in a ponytail. One of the other boys had light Caucasian skin with dark brown hair and dark brown eyes, while the other boy had dark brown skin with short dark black hair and dark brown eyes. Everyone meet your new teammates, Agent Forsyth announced as he walked over to the group and gestured towards a blonde girl. First off, we have Matsy Jones. He then gestured toward a dark-haired teenage girl and the red-headed twins. And we also have Matty's cousin BJ Jones and red-headed twins. Here are Mariah and Cassie Newman. Agent Forsyth also bent over the Caucasian brown-haired boy and the African-American boy. And this is also Lucas Jones and Tommy Hardy. What's up, y'all? Tommy Hardy grinned silently while making a peace sign. And this here's Andrew Donovan, Shane Donovan, and Kimberly Bree's son. Agent Forsyth added, gesturing for Andrew to come join him as they waved to the group. He has personally volunteered to accompany us in a search for his missing sister. Hey Rhonda, long time no see. Andrew smiled at Rhonda. Do you parents even know that you're here, Andrew? Rhonda got that in astonishment and disbelief. Yeah, they couldn't exactly stop me from coming here, and I wasn't gonna sit around and do nothing either. Andrew answered with a shrug as his face was set with pure determination and resolve. I'm gonna do everything that I possibly can to find Genie and bring her home. Well, in that case, Agent Forsyth sighed, As he then turned his attention to the rest of the group. Andrew, you'll be paired up with Guillemon. Tommy, you'll be paired up with Armadillomon. Lucas, you will be paired up with Palmon. Mariah, you will be paired up with Terriermon. And Cassie, you will also be paired up with Lopmon. And Matty, you will also be paired up with Hawkmon. And BJ, you will also be paired up with Patmon. As he said this, Guillemon, Armadillomon, Palmon, Terriermon, Lopmon, Hawkmon, and Patmon all showed up as they headed over to join their new respective human partners. Alright then. Now everything's so is everyone ready? Esther Shivani announced. Yes, man, Agent Forsyth saluted her. Agent Forsyth, I'm placing you in charge of all the young ones here. I trust that you do everything in your power to keep them safe. Esther Shivani informed him crisply. I will, ma'am, Agent Forsyth nodded. He then let out a loud whistle and begged for everyone to follow him. Onward march, let's head in the portal in orderly fashion, everyone. Just then there was a loud whirling sound as the portal started to rotate and spin wildly with a bright blue glow. Agent Forsyth then quickly rushed towards the portal leading into it as he was completely sucked in. Rhonda and the others then followed him as they also jumped in the portal one by one before disappearing inside. It wasn't long before the heroes were flying through a long, winding tunnel of shimmering blue light as they felt the entire world was spinning and moving all around them. Rhonda herself couldn't help but feel panicked and overwhelmed with fear and terror as she was rolling and tumbling uncontrollably near. I can't stop spinning, she shrieked shrilly. I think I'm gonna be sick, Yuki groaned. Hang on, Luther yelled. Yow! Talakaka shrieked at the top of her lungs. I don't like this, Bebon wailed. I don't want to fall, Key wailed, flailing her arms wildly. Everyone had let out a loud, deafening scream as they continued to fly and hurl through the tunnel of light for several more minutes before they were hit with a sudden flash of bright white light and everything went black. Okay. Alright, I suppose we could probably read a little bit more. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna try to see if maybe I can knock out this whole story in one go. And then next time I'll read the first chapter of the next episode. Alright, we'll see if we can knock off this whole story. Or not. I don't know, it depends. Cause I'm gonna take a shower and then I'm gonna go back. I'm tired. I had a long day. Chapter 2. The last thing that Rhonda remembered for losing consciousness again was her realizing that she was free falling rapidly in midair and then looking down to see herself plummeting straight in the ocean. She then let out a terrifying blood-curdling scream as she crashed straight in the water and began to quickly sink to the bottom as she fought to stay conscious. Then as she continued to drift further away from the surface, her vision began to blur her face. She heard a distant and muffled female voice call out for her before everything went black again. Then when she eventually came to, she found herself lying on the ground with her friends hovering over her in a circle, looking very concerned and worried. Rhonda, are you okay? Say something, fam! Luther pleaded anxiously. Oh, thank God she's awake! Kate breathed a sigh of relief as Rhonda coughed and gasped loudly while spitting out a whole bunch of water from her mouth. I really thought that you were gone for a moment there, Rhonda. Hey, you took quite a tumble there, a male voice addressed her, and Rhonda glanced over to see a trio of kids and a bird-like android approaching them. Who the hell are you? Rhonda demanded. She glared at the orange-haired boy suspiciously. Name's Matt, the boy answered. He gestured over to his two female friends, with one of them having dark brown hair with blue rectangular glasses, and the other one having dark brown skin with dark black hair that was tied in a bun. These are my friends Inez and Jack. Pleased to make your acquaintance, the bird-like android greeted with reverent bow. The name's Digit LaBoy. The same here, Rhonda coughed, as she took a moment to slowly stand up, regaining her bearings. So how the hell did I wind up here in the first place? Well, you know is that you guys are struggling in the ocean and needed help, so we rushed in and saved you, Inez explained. Funny thing is, though, we would not be able to rescue you guys. We had to help some strange white monster-like creature. He was the one that was able to swoop in and carry you guys out to safety. Mad-Eye would shrug. Really, is that so? Rhonda raised an inquisitive eyebrow while continuing to cough and gasp heavily. Yeah, but he appears to be gone now, Inez replied. She looked around for any sign of creature, but didn't find anything. So you guys know of any good place to eat? I can use a good cook right about now. Rhonda inquired, still coughing. And while we're at it, we can also use a good place to sleep too. Especially if we're gonna be staying here overnight. Shirley interjected. Sounds good to me. We know a good hotel you guys can stay at for a time being, suggested. And we also know the best pizza joint in town, Jackie chimed in with a side grin. A short time later, Rhonda and the gang were staying in an Italian cafe as they were all sharing a large margherita pizza together. Rhonda was nibbling on her slice while taking a big swig of her Coke. So you guys call yourselves Team Legacy? Inez inquired curiously. She bit into her pizza slice. Yeah, that's our team name. Luther replied with a nod as he also tore off a large piece of its pizza. So why are you guys even here? Jasmine asked suspiciously. Well, we're here on a mission from Motherboard to track down whereabouts of a missing dimensional stone and find it before Hacker and his goons do. Matt answered. Who is Hacker? He inquired, scrunching up her face. And who on earth is Motherboard? Jasmine retorted caustically. Well, Motherboard is the one who is in charge of this place called cyberspace. She was infected with a horrible virus by Hacker that severely weakened her. He's the one who's been plotting to eliminate Motherboard and take over all cyberspace for a while now. Jackie answered while playing her straw nervously. And I have a feeling that Hacker seems to think that finding one of those dimensional stones is going to bring him one step closer to overthrowing Motherboard, ruling over all cyberspace. Inez mused. Well, what are we waiting for then? We gotta find that dimensional stone now, Keegan exclaimed. Can't wait till dessert though. I really want to try some gelato. Rhonda whined petulantly. Not now, Rhonda. We gotta find that dimensional stone. We have any hope of staying one step ahead of Hacker and his cronies. Kitty scolded her friend sternly. Rhonda pouted, soaking her arms crossed. Just then, a little sequel hatchling dashed right by their tail as she was being pursued by evil female red cobra. Mama, mama! The sequel hatchling wailed frantically. We gotta get her. We got to help. We have to go help her. Rhonda declared as she and her friends jumped out of their chairs and raced off after the pair, but not before Jackie left some cash on the table. See ya, she waved goodbye to the waiter and left. Meanwhile, the sequel hatchling kept on running as fast as she could, as the female cobra kept on chasing after her, snapping and hissing at her heels. The sequel hatchling then took a right turn and soon found herself in a dead-end alley with no apparent way out. Upon realizing that she was trapped, she turned around to see the red cobra slithering up to her with a wicked, conniving smirk. I found you now, my little one, she giggled, her eyes shimmering in bright yellow hue. You will make quite a nice meal. Mama! The sequel hatchling wailed, flapping her little wings in panic. Please use Ember now! A female voice cried out as the red cobra turned around just in time to see a small burst of flames hurling right at her. The red cobra then screamed as the flames slammed on her face head on, and she crumbled onto the ground, writhing and convulsing. Blaze then jumped right in front of her, his eyes narrowing determinedly, with the ember on his tail flaring brightly. Leave him alone, you big bully, Rhonda yelled. The red cobra then strove to regain her bearings as she let out an angry, defiant hiss. You stupid, insolent brat, she snarled. Oh, Messina, my darling, what have those awful brutes done to you? A deep male British voice called out as a large fat middle-aged man with a large black beard and dark balding sideburns rushed over to the red cobra, picked her up in his arms, craning her gently. My poor darling precious, I'll make sure that they'll never lay a hand on you ever again. He then turned around and whipped out a large cyan bazooka-like weapon as he aimed it at the heroes. So long, fools, he cackled evilly as he fired a massive supersonic blast, sending heroes flying back several feet. Rhonda then screamed as she tumbled to the ground and curled up in a fetal position while covering her ears and whimpering softly. The middle-aged bearded man then walked up to a shaky and trembling Rhonda while still pointing the bazooka-like weapon at her. "How you like my new weapon, Miss Petrie?" He chuckled evilly as he peered down at the cowering young girl, his smirk ever widening. "One of the finest state-of-the-art pieces of technology that I've ever owned. That gray boy sure is a brilliant whiz for his age. Such a fine young lad." "Pepper fire," a male voice yelled, and the middle-aged bearded man let out a yelp of pain as he felt a blast of energy hit him on the side. He then let out a furious growl and went around to see Agumon staring down with an indignant gaze. Another ball of flames charged up in his mouth. "Super pepper fire!" He cried out again as he shot out another burst of flames at the middle-aged bearded man, and this time knocked him straight to the ground. The middle-aged man then let out another frustrated yell as he struggled to get up on his feet. "Messina, after that little bastard!" "Yes, master," Messina hissed as she then transformed a hawk and flew up in the sky. "Hawkmon, now, attack!" Maxie cried. "You got it," Hawkmon nodded as he charged right at Messina with his wings and talons outstretched. "Feather strike," he bellowed as he tossed a feather ornament sitting on his head right at Messina. However, Messina was able to dodge it swiftly and then turn around to lunge right at Hawkmon with a shrill, piercing shriek. She then pounced on him as she proceeded to jab and peck him ferociously with her beak. "Pecking beak!" Hawkmon yelled as he began to counter Messina's attacks with his own. Vimon also charged a middle-aged bearded man as he also unleashed his own attack. "Victory rush!" he cried as he assailed him with massive swift volley of punches before knocking him away with an uppercut. However, the middle-aged bearded man was barely phased as he then aimed his bazooka-like weapon at him and released a powerful blast of supersonic waves in his direction. Vimon then let out a painful scream as he was knocked away by a blast and crumbled to the ground, trembling in agony. Just then, an evil male laugh rung in the air as the air was so swarming with an endless string of insect-like drones. The drones had started firing several rounds of laser beams as the hero scattered for cover. Yuki then aimed a keyblade weapon at one of the insect-like drones, fired a blast of ice at it, causing it to freeze completely and drop to the ground, shattering a million pieces. Luther then slammed his fist onto the ground violently, sending massive boulders of rock flying towards some of the other insect-like drones, knocking them away. Then just as Hawkmon gets distracted by one of the insect-like drones and is chased away, Messina swoops in and carries a seagull-like hatchling away at her talons. "We must take her leave now, my love. Our work here is done," the middle-aged bearded man declared as he soon ran out with Messina. "Ah, El Supremo, you've outdone yourself," a male voice marveled in awe as Hacker soon appeared out of the shadows along with his minions Buzz and Dilly. "Hacker," Mac growled, his fists clenching. "I should have known. You better let that poor hatchling go," Ines demanded angrily. "Not until you tell us where that dimensional stone is," Hacker shot back. "The hell we will," Shirley snarled defiantly. "Well then, I suppose that I better keep that little hatchling for the time being until you kids decide to come to your senses." "Adios," Hacker replied with a smug smirk as he then turned around and walked away with his minions. Matt then let out a loud scream as he charged at Hacker to attempt to attack him, only for one of the insect-like drones to fire a laser beam at him. Matt then jumped back in surprise and terror as the laser beam narrowly missed him. He nearly still moved and fell back. "Matt, are you alright?" Jackie asked worriedly as she and Nez rush over to Matt. What are you do now? DJ demanded angrily. Well, we can take you guys to our hotel for time being, and you can stay there for as long as you need to, Inez offered. I think that sounds like a good idea, Mariah nodded. I think I'm gonna need to lie down for a bit. Rhonda groaned. She was leaning against Tommy while shivering violently, still shaking up from the supersonic blast from El Supremo's weapon. Better head back to the hotel as soon as possible before it gets too dark, Andrew informed everyone. I agree, come on everyone, let's get moving. Shirley concurred. She beckoned for the rest of the gang to follow her. Matt, Inez, Jackie, and Digit, and then led everyone away from the cafe as they head for their hotel. Meanwhile, at another hotel on the other side of town, Jean was standing in front of the balcony as she was staring out into the night sky, lost in deep thought. I wonder if they miss me, she muttered herself. I wonder if they will even remember who I am. Hey Jeannie, it's getting late to come to bed, Riku hollered from inside the hotel room. Come in, Jeannie yelled back. She turned back to the night sky. As she continued to stare out into the stars, she could hear Maleficent's voice whisper softly in her mind. They don't love you. They don't even care about you. You're nothing but burdens to them. You're probably not even your father's daughter. Why would your parents produce someone as vile and wretched as you? You're nothing but a bitter disappointment to them. You'll never be worthy in their eyes. You'll never be as good as your brother. 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 No, you're wrong. You're wrong, Jeannie whispered softly, shaking her head. They love me. They do love me. Andrew wouldn't leave me behind, would he? Jeanette sailed sharply and turned to head back in the hotel room. Upon re-entering the premises, she noticed that Riku was busy practicing a wooden sword. What are you doing, Jean? Asked with a teasing smirk. Just practicing, Riku answered, stopping as he turned to look at Jean. What about yourself? Nothing, Jean shrugged, as she walked over to your bed and sat down on it. Is that what you used to do back home, play with a wooden sword? Yeah, we did that in order to prepare for a day that we would be ready to use a keyblade, Riku explained. A keyblade, huh? Jeannie mused with a Kimball as she stared at Riku intently. And I suppose you can teach me? Yeah, if you want, Riku shrugged. I mean, you're already learning the basics under Maleficent anyway. I could give you a few pointers. If you like, gee, I'd love to, Jeannie grinned silently. Alright, Riku smiled as he put the wooden sword away. And walked over his bed, sat down on it. Tomorrow morning, you need to be up bright and early so I can teach you to use a keyblade more efficiently, like a pro. Like a pro, really? Jeannie gushed with an even bigger grin. Yeah, get some sleep, princess. You're gonna need it, Riku said as he then got in bed and lay down. Good night. Night, Jeannie giggled. She also climbed to bed and lay down. Then as darkness settled into the room, everyone had fallen fast asleep. Jean was still lying awake in bed, thinking about a train section that she was gonna have with Riku. God, he's so dreamy and cute. I wonder what it'd be like to kiss him. Maybe I can impress him with my keyblade wielding skills. She yawned deeply, closed her eyes, as she gradually settled down to sleep. The next morning, Riku and Jean were standing on top of a building just a few blocks away from a hotel. As they were busy exchanging spells, thunder, Riku yelled to fire a bolt of lightning at Jean. Jean then dodged a blast and then fired a spell over her own from the keyblade. Wind! Jeannie cried. She cast an aerial spell at him, and Riku was startled as a huge gust of wind levitated him into the air. Freeze! Riku yelled as he cast a blizzard spell, and a ball of ice hurled right at Jeannie. Jean then dodged a spell and then cast another spell of roll. Fire! She yelled as she cast a fire spell at Riku, and Riku promptly vaulted over the blazing fireball while performing a brief spin in midair as it whizzed right by him. Alright, that's pretty good, Jean, Riku smiled. I think you're finally getting the hang of it. You just might be ready to learn some more complicated spells. Awesome, I can't wait to learn them all, Jean cheered excitedly. So I see you two are up bright and early. Maleficent greeted him in a cool, brisk voice as she and Akio approached them. Maleficent, What are you doing here? Genie balked in surprise and astonishment. I just got a message from Hacker to meet him and his merry band of rats inside the sewers. They appear to be holding a young seagull hatchling for ransom. Melissa explained. Why? Riku demanded sternly while with Genie also staring at Maleficent with a confused yet apprehensive face. It appears that Hacker and a great big rat believe that the foolish heroes might be more willing to cooperate with us if a young life is on the line. Melissa explained. You're not gonna hurt that little seagull hatchling, are you? Genie frowned worriedly. Of course not, sweetheart. As soon as the heroes divulge to us the location of missing dimensional stone, we will let her go back to her family. Maleficent reassured her with a beguiling sweet smile as she then turned around to make her leave. Now come along, children. You got a mission complete. Yes, ma'am, Genie Riku nodded as he put their keyblades away and followed Maleficent. Genie then shot a fearful, anxious glance at Riku as Riku smiled at her, placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. Just relax, Genie. It's going to be okay, he said. Genie nodded and swallowed hard, hoping that Riku was right. What am I getting myself into? Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done for today. Oh god. Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired, it's late. Yeah, I'm done for today. Alright. We'll pick this up tomorrow. So, sometime tomorrow we're gonna finish up this story, and then I'll read the first chapter of, the 4th installment. That's basically it. So, if you like this video, subscribe. And this is Peanuts Girl Reviews. I'll be seeing you on the next one. Bye.